Okay, Magnolia. Hey. You know the ARRI Alexa 35? Like, incredible color science, right? We're gonna shoot on one today! Can you believe it? Well, at least get to be around it. Okay, I love you. I gotta go. This guy randomly added me on Instagram one day. I DM'd him, we grabbed a beer together, and we instantly clicked. We stayed in touch, and about a month after that, he invited me to come hang out and play with a Red Raptor and ARRI Alexa. We're here. Let's go.
You want to show, like, you probably want to show the space, right? I think it'd be cool. So maybe the camera should be closer to.
This is actually a new studio, and it's called Imported Studios. It's run by a production company, and they've got 3 different really nice sets, plus a little photo shoot area. They designed this because some people from Sacramento were traveling all the way to LA for shoots, and they wanted to meet that need. Then here we have Brenton and Rolando. Brenton's on the right, Rolando's on the left. Brenton's the one who invited me out. And these guys are a part of Camera Kitchen, which is a rental house that is right next door to Imported Studios. So they're neighbors. So you could literally rent some gear and then use it for shooting in that studio right there. And Brenton's ARRI Alexa Mini is able to be rented, and so is that Red Raptor, which is pretty cool. But this is currently the only rental house in Sacramento, California. So it's actually a pretty big deal. And both of these guys are just so cool. Really enjoyed hanging out with them. And they're both just really talented cinematographers. Like, they were just shooting these short little promo videos for the rental house and for the studio. And they were just so creative and so quickly thinking of good ideas. Cool hanging out with them. That looks so much cooler. Oh my god.
What up, Tommy? Welcome to Camera Kitchen.
Guys, this is Brenton.
Hello.
And this is his ARRI Alexa 35.
Oh, Alexa Mini.
Mini.
35's the new one. Oh, I've got that cash.
Miniature. How you liking this thing, man?
I'm loving it, dude. It's a workout, but oh, it's nice.
So, what kind of setup we rocking here?
Today, this is kind of like my more studio setup today. I've got some steel rods on it. I've got the map box on it, my DZO zoom lens. I've got the Noga arm with the 7-inch monitor here, so I can see when it's all, you know, nice and in focus and stuff. And then I've got a couple of cool cable ties, kind of trying to keep it all clean over here. And yeah,
I like it.
this is I would call it the studio setup. A little heavier, not quite stripped down. Oh, and I got this cool blue cheese plate I got on Amazon here to kind of like attach like transmitters and like other accessories for like the follow focus kit and stuff. So I've got lots of accessories on it today.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
You kind of just envision yourself using it mainly for studio work, not really for... You wouldn't want to really use this for E&G kind of stuff, right?
Kind of E&G. I don't know. I definitely use it for like music videos and stuff. I've got a music video coming up next month, and it's definitely going to be more like handheld, like throw it on an easy rig and like move it around a lot and like get car shots and stuff. So I'll probably run it a little bit heavier actually, because we're going to shoot anamorphics, and those are like the Atlas anamorphics are freaking heavy, so it's probably going to be heavier than this.
Ooh, Atlas anamorphics. Nice. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, you can see this little thing can like shift, and like really you need this because the card is right here to get access to the media.
Okay.
So these are the CFast 2.0 cards. These are probably the only like downside to this camera is these cards are not as big as I want them to be. Like you can get 512s, but they're like very expensive.
Oh, okay. 256 is like a better deal.
Yeah, these are fairly affordable now. You can get them for about $200 or $300, and the 512s are like $800 because you have to get them from ARRI.
Oh, dang.
They're proprietary. Oh my gosh.
So how long have you owned this thing now?
So I have only owned this for a month now.
Wow.
And
we met the day after you bought it.
we did. That's right. Oh man, time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how has it been owning it for a month?
For a month, honestly, I'm still getting used to it. I took it out on like a walk yesterday, and it just killed my back because it's so heavy.
Took it on a walk.
And I had it like all stripped down, like it was just like battery, camera, and I had like a little prime lens.
Wow.
But it was still like, it was pretty hard on my back. I need to work out.
Dang.
But
That's awesome. I love it. So cool. How you liking the colors on it so far?
Dude, the colors. I think the color is probably the best part about the camera. I should give you some footage so you can like throw it up on the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, the skin tones are freaking beautiful. Like, there's no weird like color shift on your skin. As long as you're white balancing the camera correctly, like your skin just looks like on point. Like, and I notice it's always like right on the color line. If you're looking at a vector scope, like there's no weird skew on it. It's just like perfect. Like, it's good.
That's awesome. Check out how big this tripod is that he needs to use for this thing. The Cine 30 HD. This is my hand next to this tripod head. Like, this tripod head could like eat my hand. Like, look at this thing. It's so massive. It's so heavy too. It can hold 70 pounds.
Yeah, I think it's 77 pounds when you turn on like max payload mode.
Wow.
It's pretty nuts.
That's like a kid in middle school.
Dude, right? A small child. You put a small child on this camera and pan him around and tilt him and just like keep him there, you know? Yeah, this is the Cine 30.
Crazy.
It's a big boy, big chunky boy. Check. So now, you can look at the thing. Boop.
Oh, okay.
See? And then here's the ARRI LUT.
Wow, okay.
And I can change the LUT right here. So I go to Edit. And now I have all of my LUTs. So I have a bunch of custom LUTs I added in here from the ARRI look library. Oh. So I've got Film A Medium.
Ooh, okay.
Boop. And it's a very subtle change.
Does it add like film grain?
It doesn't add film grain, but it does change the tones because it's just a 3D LUT. But the camera does have film grain built in, which is like,
whoa.
They didn't tell anybody that until I think 2021, whenever the Alexa 35 got announced.
Damn.
They were like, oh yeah, and you can change your film grain now on the Alexa 35, and our cameras have always had film grain.
You can adjust it? Like how much?
On the Alexa 35 you can.
Whoa.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Pretty nice. So I've used that before on the Alexa 35. Nostalgic is one of the grain structures they let you apply, and it completely changes the image. Like, it changes the micro contrast and like the overall like perceived contrast when you apply the LUT. It changes that also.
Dang.
But it doesn't truly affect the dynamic range. It just changes like that micro detail that you're seeing. It's really cool.
Dang, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love this little wheel that you can just like.
Yeah.
That's so nice. It's like so nicely placed. You just. And you got the buttons there and everything.
Boop. Yeah, so I can go.
Oh, you can push in too?
Yeah, so it's a selector. So I can go through and select a different look. Boop.
Wow, okay.
I've got
That's awesome.
Vintage. This is a more extreme look, so you can really see the change.
Okay.
And then here's a retro medium. Boop.
Wow.
Almost like a sepia tone.
Which kind of your favorite one right now?
For the most part, I'm just sticking with the ARRI 709, the one that it starts with.
Yeah.
Because I really like to do a lot of that in post anyway. And like, I want to make sure I'm capturing as much shadow detail as I need to in camera. And a lot of them will crush the shadows. And so I'll end up overlighting the shadows if I use a more punchy LUT. I don't always want to do that. So I kind of just stick with the neutral one.
Okay.
Just for post-production's sake.
This is what it looks like when you're being filmed on an ARRI Alexa Mini.
Exposure tool.
Uh-huh.
And so number 3 is the false color on here.
Ooh,
so I can know when I'm clipping.
Oh, nice.
And right before I clip. So I go, so that's right before clipping. So that's like an acceptable hotspot. But I can go like down a little bit. And so I have absolutely no clipping.
Oh man, that's so nice. Like literally having a button on the body.
Yeah, it's
for that.
Great. So now you look at this and you're like, oh wow, that's bright, but it's not even clipped, even though it looks like it's about to clip. Because there's so much highlight dynamic range on the Alexas. Like if this was on the red, like that would be clipped. Like that car would be clipped because it's a white car.
Wow.
But on here, it maintains it. It's crazy.
There we go. This viewfinder's nice.
It's great. For sunny days, it is invaluable.
So we're pointing directly at the sun. Okay, now like, can you turn the false color off? Okay, I think you can let even more light in too, right? A little bit more. Okay, and then like turn it off. Look at that. It looks like the sky should be blown out, and even the ground there, but it's not.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Dude, the dynamic range is crazy, man.
Oh yeah, it's freaking nuts.
Yeah, nothing's blown out, nothing's gone.
Yeah, you can see. Does this show false color? Oh no, I can't show while I'm doing this.
Like that white area there, you see up there, that was like, it's not blown out.
No,
Yeah.
dude, the sky's not blown out.
Like he can bring that color back. That flare's kind of nice.
And this is just a Rec 709 laid over, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude,
It's like crazy.
This camera is so simple.
Yeah.
Like just the functions.
So check it out. This is the red 8K VV. This little thing. It's actually surprisingly heavy for how little it is.
It's a dense little camera.
It's kind of hurting holding it like this. It's just, it feels like metal. But yeah, it looks very cool. And that's the end of it. The day didn't turn out to be exactly what I thought it was. I thought we would be making a review video of Brenton, but what we ended up doing was making short clips for this rental studio and this space for them to put on their website and for them to put, well actually no, it's more for an Instagram post, but they are thinking about putting it on their website too, showing off that you can like shoot in studios there and you can also rent gear. So it ended up being not exactly what I thought, but it ended up being great. Like Brenton and I got to play around with the ARRI and I got to play around with the Red and it was just fun. And I got to see, I think it was actually kind of more useful seeing someone else operate the Red, because then I could just see how it worked a little bit better. Because I read about the menus and like watched videos on it and stuff, but I think it was a little bit more helpful actually just seeing someone use it in operation. So it was cool, and cool like getting to try the ARRI camera and carry it and stuff like that. It's heavy. But at the end of the day, like these cameras, they're just cameras. They all handle color differently and have different menus and stuff, but it's just a camera. So, I mean, you learn it and then it's back to using your artistic skill again, you know? So that was really cool. Shout out to Brenton. Shout out to all the fellas here who had me out. And Hillary for letting me use her Red camera. I appreciate it. That was awesome. Thanks for joining me, guys. Let's see what happens next. See who we connect with next.